Today we're going to talk about solving equations with variables on both sides. This is just an extension of the last two sections, solving two-step equations and solving multi-step equations. Only difference being now we have variables on both sides, so we got to move one side of variables over to the other side. Same steps, we've talked about this the last two times, same steps we're going to use to actually solve this linear equation. Steps don't change. Start with the distributive property, simplify on each side, make sure you combine like terms, use properties of equality to move variables from one side to the other. You want to collect all the variables on one side and all the constants on the other side so that they're on separate sides. And then you want to solve for the variable all alone by itself. No negative sign, no number in front. We just want the variable all alone on its own side equaling some value. That value is your answer, or so you think. You need to check your solution. Step 5, check your solution in the original equation. You should never ever get a problem wrong because you can take that number and plug it into the equation. If the equation is true, then you solve the problem correctly and you have the solution. Okay, let's take a look at this example. We have 5x minus 18 equal x plus 38. Notice we have a variable on the left side and a variable on the right side. Alright, it's not going to change much to what we do in the equation. Distributive property, step 1, nothing to distribute. Step 2, combine like terms on the same sides. Can't combine them together. Step 3, move the variables to one side, move the constants to the other. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, negative 18, and move it this way. Take this x and move it that way. Now somebody might ask me, Mr. Sheely, why are you doing this? Or why'd you move the negative 18? Why not move the positive 38 this way? The reason I move the negative 18 is because I typically like to keep positive numbers. If I move it this way, we'll stay positive on this side. If I move the x this way, the x's stay positive. But you don't have to do it that way. You could have moved it this way and then moved the 5x this way, and it would have worked out just fine. So negative 18, if I move it that way, inverse operation is positive 18, so I'm adding 18 to this side. Positive x here, that means I got to subtract x here, which means I do the same thing to this side. So now I just rewrite 5x minus x is 4x's. Negative 18 and 18, they cancel out. X and negative x, that cancels out. 38 and 18, that's going to give me 56. Next step, divide by 4. I know 56 divided by 4. Well, I know 4 times 15 is 60, so 56 divided by 4 must be 14. So x equal 14. Let's check the solution. Should never get these wrong. You can always check your solution. Let's plug it back in. We got 5 times 14 minus 18 equals 14 plus 38. 5 times 14 I know is 70 minus 18 equals 14 plus 38. Well, I know 14 and 38 is 52. 70 minus 18 is 52. 52 equals 52. True statement? Same result. Solution, x equals 14. Try another example just like the last one. Got 4x minus 15 and 6x plus 13. Again, variables on this side, variables on that side. Step 1, distributive property. Nothing to distribute. Step 2, combine like terms on each side. Nothing to combine on each side. Go on to step 3. Step 3, isolate the variables on one side of the equation and the numbers on the other side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this negative 15 this direction to keep it positive. 6x this direction. It's not going to stay positive. It'll be a negative number. To move the negative 15, negative means, or subtraction, we're going to add 15. Add 15 to this side. 6x being moved over there, that means it's positive, so I have to subtract 6x. And I got to subtract 6x here. Rewrite your terms, 4x minus 6x, negative 2x. These cancel, negative 15, positive 15, oh, gone. 6x and negative 6x cancel. So we have 13 and 15, which we know is 28. Negative 2x equal 28, divide by negative 2, we got multiplication. Division is the inverse. So x equal negative 14. Let's check the answer. 4 times negative 14 minus 15 equals 6 times negative 14 plus 13. 4 times negative 14, well 4 times 10 is 40, 4 times 4 is 16, that's negative 56 minus 15. 6 times negative 14 is 60, and 24 is negative 84, plus 13. Negative 56 minus 15, negative 71. Negative 84 plus 13, negative 71. Negative 71 equals 71. X equal negative 14 is my solution. Now we have 6 times x plus 1 equals 4 times x plus 3. Distribute property first for step 1. So we're going to distribute. We have 2 sets of parentheses, so we got to do it twice. 6 times x, 6x. 6 times 1, 6. Equals 4 times x, 4x. 4 times 3, 12. Now we can move things to each side of the equation. So I'm going to move the 6 this direction, 4x this direction. To do that, I'm going to subtract 6 because it's positive. So I got to subtract 6 here. And I got to subtract 4x because it's positive. I got to cancel it out. Inverse operation, addition, subtraction. 6x minus 4x is 2x. Positive 6, negative 6, cancel. 4x, negative 4x, cancel. 12 minus 6 is 6. So you have 2x equals 6. Now we can divide by 2. We're dividing by 2 because 2 times x, that's multiplication. Inverse is division. X equal 3. Come over here and check our answer. 6 times 3 plus 1 equals 4 times 3 plus 3. I know that 3 and 1 is 4, so 6 times 4. And 4 times 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 times 4 is 24. And 4 times 6 is also 24. Which means x equal 3 is a solution. Is the solution. We're going to look at this problem here with a fraction in it. We're going to do the same thing that we would do if we had whole numbers out front. We're going to distribute the fraction to both terms. All we have to do this is make these terms that are inside that are whole numbers fractions. If we do that, it's very simple. Fraction times a fraction, we know to multiply top numerators times the denominators. Or numerators times each other and the denominators times each other. So 2 times 3 is 6. 3 times 1 is 3. 6 over 3, x. Then we have 2 times 6, or negative 6, which is negative 12. We got 3 times 1, which is 3. We do the same thing to this side. 4 times x, 4 times 3. So that's 4x plus 12. Now we look. 6 divided by 3, we know that's 2x. 12 divided by 3, we know is 4x, or sorry, 4. So minus 4 equals 4x plus 12. So now we're going to move the negative 4, step 3, move the variables to one side, the constants to the other. We're going to move the negative 4 to this side, the 4x to that side. To move the negative 4 to that side, you're going to add 4 to each side. And to move the 4x that direction, because it's positive, you're going to subtract 4x from each side. 2x minus 4x is negative 2x. And negative 4 and positive 4, they cancel. 4x and negative 4x cancel. And 12 and 4, that makes 16. Got negative 2x equals 16. Let's divide by negative 2 on each side. So x is going to equal negative 8. Now we can check our solution by taking the negative 8 and plugging it back in. So 2/3, 3 times negative 8 minus 6 equals 4 times negative 8 plus 3. We know negative 8 plus 3 is negative 5. We know 3 times negative 8 is negative 24. Negative 24 and negative 6, negative 30. 2/3 times negative 30, we can take 2 times negative 30, make this a fraction because this is a fraction. 2 times negative 30 is negative 60. 3 times 1 is 3, equals 4 times negative 5, which is negative 20. Negative 60 divided by 3 is negative 20. Negative 20 equals negative 20, so x equals negative 8.